Hey, what's up everyone? This is Matt at Yokai, and I'm so happy to finally talk about the upcoming Virtual Cabin 2.0 for Friday the 13th the game. I know this video is a little long, so feel free to grab some coffee and listen while you work, or just watch if you want to see images from the films and the original Virtual Cabin. So let's get started. For those who may not be aware, the Virtual Cabin 2.0 is an upcoming feature of single-player mode in Friday the 13th the game. While the original Virtual Cabin, as you see here on the screen, was exclusive to PC owners who backed the game in its early stages, a revamped version is being released as a part of single player on all platforms. So let's talk about what we know, what will likely happen, and some possible theories of where the Virtual Cabin 2.0 is going to lead us. Here are the facts. Wes Keltner stated on Twitter that the Virtual Cabin 2.0 is a revamped Virtual Cabin experience on all three platforms, PC, Xbox One, and PS4, with more Easter eggs and deeper, harder puzzles. If you're wondering what those Easter eggs were in the original Virtual Cabin, they were movie references, items and audio kills taken directly from the films and implemented into the cabin that players would discover through a puzzle. To solve the puzzle, you would set your camera on items and the game would zoom in and play a sound effect from the film. Thus causing a bloody rune to light up on a picture. Once you filled up all of the runes, a secret room unlocked, revealing a shrine to Pamela Voorhees, and then Jason would suddenly walk up behind you and kill you. Next fact. Wes further dives into detail on the cabin. It is a Friday the 13th museum with a first-person camera steeped in F-13 lore and Easter eggs from the films and the game that you get to find. He continues by saying, there are puzzles to solve, jump scares, and more, but there's something more sinister going on. Perhaps you'll unlock the secrets. Gun Media and IllFonic have said several times throughout the years that there is no story mode in this game, but here's the thing. And what I'm about to say now dives into the theory and speculation portion of this video. So what I'm about to say could be completely wrong, and this is my own personal opinion. In any story or movie, there is always a problem the protagonist must face and overcome to reach a resolution. Wes has stated that there is something more sinister going on in the new Virtual Cabin, which to me sounds like a plot, or something we the player have to uncover and resolve or die trying in the process. So while Friday the 13th won't provide a start-to-finish narrative with fleshed-out characters that people expect in most games, it could provide a short mystery with lots of clues, puzzles, and hints at what the future of the game has in store for us. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get some new badges and unlockables, which would be pretty cool. Here's another fact that suggests what we can expect. Almost all of the items and sound effects in the original Virtual Cabin, such as the police siren, the trap, the boat, and the car, you will come across in the current game. The original Virtual Cabin was released one room at a time over a period of several months, so new assets, puzzle pieces, and Easter eggs were slowly added each month. And a lot of the fun behind the Virtual Cabin before the game was released was how people would guess what each item meant inside the cabin, and how to solve the puzzle inside. For example, when the shotgun first appeared, people speculated it was an item we could use in the game, and that it possibly hinted at Tommy Jarvis making an appearance as a special character. Well, turns out they were right. So it is likely that the Virtual Cabin 2.0 will be released, as Gun Media suggested in their content roadmap, sometime after Halloween and before winter's end. But it will probably be released slowly, and will tease future content and updates people can expect in the game. Again, this is just my speculation from my experience with the original Virtual Cabin. After all, the game is going to be adding more Jasons, more counselors, and more game modes over a long period of time, so the Virtual Cabin 2.0 is a perfect place to slowly tease and release that content to get players excited for the game. In short, when the new Virtual Cabin does release, you might want to be on the lookout for items or sound effects that have yet to be included in the current game, because they might just hint at future content. Back to the mystery and sinister plot, however, what could we possibly expect? Well, the truth is, the original cabin had a small puzzle players could solve, despite a lack of narrative. But there are some mysteries and possible paths Gun Media and IllFonic could take with the Virtual Cabin. To this date, there are still some questions in the Friday the 13th world that have yet to be answered. One recent example of an unsolved mystery is the 7 black dots and 1 blue dot. About a month ago, Gun Media released 2 pictures of 8 dots, 7 black dots and 1 blue dot. The blue dot changed positions in the second photo, and the original position of the blue dot was replaced with a different black-toned dot in the second photo. I don't know what this means, and I'm pretty sure Gun Media has not released an official statement yet. But personally, I think these dots are a part of one of the puzzles we may have to solve in the upcoming virtual cabin, but this remains to be seen. Another unanswered question I'd love to get some closure on is, where the hell is Paul? In Friday the 13th Part 2, Paul was Ginny's boyfriend and helped her fight off Jason. But at the end of the film, just when audiences think Jason is dead, Jason appears one last time for a jump scare and grabs Ginny. Ginny then wakes up on a stretcher and keeps calling out Paul's name, but receives no response. Even in the virtual cabin, the developers have acknowledged that Paul's whereabouts are still unknown to this day. So I would love to have some closure on that mystery. The biggest mystery of all over the years is, why can't Jason die? What is the source of his power? Granted that Jason was killed in Friday the 13th Part 4 and then came back to life in Part 6, there have been several films where he just keeps coming back no matter what you throw at him. As Pamela has said in the game, no matter what they do to you, you cannot die. I'll be honest when I say I have yet to collect any Pamela tapes, but one mysterious topic that has been touched upon briefly in the game is Jason's father. In Friday the 13th the game, if you're lucky, you may have found bits of an audio recording of Pamela Voorhees speaking with two policemen after the supposed drowning of Jason. These Pamela tapes reveal a little bit about Elias Voorhees, but it'd be pretty cool in my opinion if we could get some more information on the Voorhees family. Maybe an actual figure of Elias we could talk to in the game. Finally, one cool aspect of the virtual cabin I'd like to see is who we are in the game. In the original virtual cabin, players were not able to see who their character was since we were in first person. Some people in various virtual cabin theory videos thought we were Tina from Part 7, but we never got to look at ourselves in any kind of reflection. So to end this video, I want to ask you a couple questions. What do you think of the Virtual Cabin 2.0 and what is exciting you the most about it? Is there any particular unsolved mystery in the series you'd like answered? If we do encounter Jason, like we did in the previous virtual cabin, which Jason do you think will try to kill us? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please avoid any Pamela tape spoilers, and stick around for more updates as things get revealed. Thanks for watching, and stay mad.